Good day, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is. Either way, welcome to my floor. And I actually freaking remembered the microphone today, which is an improvement. Maybe my brain works a little better today, but we're gonna also make sure I can see all the chats. No one is there. Gotta just turn this on. There we go. Now we go down. Okay. Let's go. Let's save this tree. Let's save the magic tree. Yeah, that sound should be fine. We are talking to Naida. Let's talk to the little baby. Who's older than I am, but still.
来たわね。ニコさんはさすが天の使い。
I forgot
オイラだぞ。
that my volume was actually on.
Mystical truly is an angel. She shows great wisdom in guiding others, and she has already sent word to Natlan on our behalf. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she's quite free and is more than willing to accompany the people of Sumeru for the entire journey.
Were they going to Natlan? I can't remember.
That's Nicole, all right. Always super patient and loves to help people out. He's the best.
That's true.
She is so kind and enthusiastic. Dazuk!
Oh, am I live while you're watching a Tanipuri live stream? I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that there was one at the moment. Well, go back to Tanipuri. It's fine. We can talk later. Wait, is it Tanipuri or is it Tanimu? Either way. Go. Do the thing.
Well, time for us to get going. Let's head out.
Let's go. Oh my god, he is so nice. It's a YouTube one, but
Wait, yeah, the YouTube one, I don't know what it is.
I haven't seen. I have not been informed. You watch the big live events. Live anyway.
Oh, nice.
Is it like about the show? Or you'll be back after the stream. Yeah, sounds good. I've literally just started, so I'll be here for at least like 2 hours.
Let me up!
Why are you not? This was... I feel like this might not have gone as anticipated. Why did it not let me? Okay. The running time. I'm assuming that this is the line between Natlan and yeah. Okay, guy. The border. It's not the right word. Why can I only remember it in Japanese? Kekai. Like, it is border, but like an actual physical border. Not like that of a country that's just like a drawn line that doesn't actually have anything there. This should be the closest, one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru.
Oh, yeah.
There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It completely cuts this nation off from the others. Oh, it does. But why? Why separate you from the rest of the world now, specifically? You know, why could that be? Is it like a controlled experiment, only in one place? If I'm not mistaken, Irminsul was polluted once before, wasn't it? I think that's right. The forbidden knowledge was eliminated, but the fact that Irminsul was polluted should remain unchanged. Malika! You gonna try and crash into it? No. Just making a... Good question. I'm wondering the same thing myself. That voice, Malika. You got here pretty quickly. Hello, Luan. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello, Dendrarchen.
Lavika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border in such a short notice. I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. The form in which you see me now is one carried by Luan. The real me is inside the mausoleum of King Deshret, and I'm reaching out to you with my mind from there. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there's no record of Luani in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom rather than the ley lines, as long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle. The Doctor has no way of knowing my movements. Dottore. Her eyes are a sun as well. It's kind of cool.
Exactly.
So, by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. Probably is, right? She's very much part of this world. In a way that we are not. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the border sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments. It's pretty serious, and you're the ones bearing the brunt of it.
I'd like to address the question you raised in the beginning. I can offer a brief explanation, although it will sound rather cruel.
Cruel? Why?
I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but Irminsul predates the heavenly principles. It existed long ago, when the dragons of Natlan were at the height of their power.
Uh-huh. I see.
So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of the pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul itself. As long as it continues to function normally, the barrier will not activate. But this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. This is what caused the barrier to deploy. The heavenly principles establish a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger,
I'm not wearing glasses, right? And I'm not used to not wearing glasses, so sometimes I see my own, cheeks move, and I'm like, what is that? What am I seeing? It's really distracting.
When Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate Sumeru. That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.
We'd certainly need it.
The heavenly principles created almost everything that exists in Teva today. To them, preserving the existence of the world and its inhabitants takes priority over protecting Sumeru.
Meaning, protecting Sumeru now falls to you.
Yes, my own power may be limited, especially compared to yours, but that doesn't mean that we're just gonna sit around and wait for the end. If necessary, I will utilize any and every means at my disposal.
Also, if we save Sumeru, it will hopefully save the rest, right? Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far, I think I can guess where this is going. That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is, but... You need the power gnosis, don't you?
Yes, you guessed correctly. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is to please give the pyronosis to Sumeru.
Why do you sound so nervous? There's no need to be shy. Surely a nose is pretty important to a god. I guess, but it's not as if losing it would suddenly render us powerless. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to and all the gods you met, you must have realized that by now. Especially considering most of them have given it up freely. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer. But I don't usually use it. You know me, I like to think I'm pretty strong without it. Yeah, I'm not about to dispute that. So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis. I was wondering why, because, like, back in Natlan, I was like, but no one actually got it, right? Or what happened to it? Huh? Just like that? Uh-huh, just like that. To tell the truth, I've always toyed with the idea of giving it to someone who needs it more than I do. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chances of success. It's a good thing you did, because your involvement is one of the main reasons you've managed to persuade me. Are you sure about this? Handing over noses just because of me? Yeah, I would feel a bit of pressure too, to be honest. I won't try to quantify it, but trust me, handing over the noses of to Tsumaini is far from the craziest idea I can think of.
True, we are indeed.
I'm gonna just do this tiny bit. Oh, I am not at all in focus here. Hopefully I am here. Let's see if my hair's dried by the end of the stream. It's so humid today. And besides, if you hadn't come here personally, I think I still would have agreed to Nahida's request. Irminsul doesn't just affect Smeru, it impacts all of Tevat. I know that all too well, how difficult it can be to protect the things you care about. So logically, morally, or however you want to cut it, helping you is the right thing to do. You don't need to tell me the specifics of your plan. Where the gnosis is involved, the tighter the secrecy, the higher your chance of success. So, that would be Kami no Kokoro. Because it is always interesting to me that, like, the Japanese names for visions and the gnosis are so much more straightforward. It's just like Kami no Me and Kami no Kokoro. The eye of the god and the heart of the god.
Namika, my heartfelt thanks go to you and the people of Natlan.
Don't mention it. But now for the hard part. How do I actually give it to you? The Irminsul barrier is right in the way. I have an idea. Maybe because we're not part of Irminsul, we can walk through it. Yep. That is indeed it.
Just as I thought.
Huh, incredible. What did you do? Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot. Things that apply to everyone else don't seem to apply to me. I figured the same might be true here. You're not part of Irminsul, so the border doesn't work.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds. Since Loan is a descender, Irminsul contains no records of him, and thus has no way to impede him.
Isn't that right? You really are full of surprises. Catch. Well, yeah, I would be terrified to drop it. Thank you, Moika. Thank you for trusting us with something this important. Alright. No need to get so formal. It's not like we're strangers. Besides, there's still one problem. You might be able to pass through the barrier, but I don't know about the gnosis. Any other surprises for us, Luan? Are we going to eat it? If it's inside of our body, is that going to protect it? I don't know. That was my initial thought. Let me try something. Like when we had the moon marrow in us, kind of. I have the pyronosis in my hand. It feels strangely ordinary, not particularly heavy, and yet this tiny thing symbolizes the might of an mighty authority of a god. I need to think hard about my memories of Pyro, my memories of journeying through Natlan, all those important experiences I've had.
The noses disappeared. Luan, are you alright?
I'm fine. The pyronosis disappeared into my body just like phlogiston? Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the power of phlogiston. Phlogiston, however you say it. You might not be recorded in the ley lines, but you're still our Tuamani. Tumaini. I never say that correctly. Phew. We are back. Amazing. I made it back through with the noses.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again, Marika.
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all all the help I can. The rest is up to you. Good luck. We're gonna need it.
He won't let you down.
Yeah, we aren't about to lose. No losing. Let's get down to business. To defeat hungry.
Luan, Paimon, how are you feeling? Paimon's a teensy bit nervous, but only a teeny tiny bit. Seems like he's gotten way braver over the last few years, eh? Of course. After all the adventures you've been on with Luan, I'm sure you've gained a lot of experience and grown as a person.
I'm doing alright. What about you, Nahida? What are you holding up to? How are you holding up? No, I was like, that doesn't... What I said doesn't make any sense.
With the negative effects of Idminsul, I'm a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burrowed into by hungry insects and left to rot. I'd be lying if I said it was nothing.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely horrendous. I hate that analogy. Can we take that away? Nope. No, thank you.
But please, don't worry. We all know what we're getting into, and we're prepared as well as we can. I believe in everyone. I believe in you, and I believe in myself. Stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live, but knowing when to rely on one's companions is also a form of great wisdom.
That is true. Can't carry the world alone.
I've been quietly learning little things from everyone, like plucking tufts of fur from a sumpter beast. Sumpter.
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always learning and growing. That's the journey of life.
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Hello, Brian. Don't worry about what I think. I'm just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you thinking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one passes by the top floor.
Says who? You can fly just like I can. I would have thought it makes sense for you of all people. That is true. He could literally use this as a jumping off point. I don't know why, but I feel a little more relaxed now. He's been in both of the, big things recently.
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burden in our presence. It means that Smeru is a place you can trust, where you know we have your back. And we feel exactly the same way around you. That's what it means to be friends.
Yes. Friendship is the best. I freaking love friendship. Do I need to go talk to people? Fine. Hello, Kave. Oh, hello.
Arachnos.
Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Howdy is such an underrated word, by the way. Oh, it's finally done. But I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Everything wrapped up on your end? You look so bored. Why? Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question. We were working in tandem after all. You must really be exhausted. Well, it's been a busy day for both of us. Then, when work ends, you clock out. No looking back.
You're doing good? I'm glad.
That's all we can hope for.
Trudge on and keep doing good.
No looking back. Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. I'll stick with water. I mean, if there's any time to drink, maybe it's the end of the world, I don't know. Here, this one's for you. Thanks. You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Oh wait, I think there's a stove nearby. Let me take a look. Are you nervous? A little, yeah. Unlike you, it seems. How are you not feeling at all nervous? Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't worry about things I cannot influence.
I think that's probably smart, but also kind of hard to do.
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one who came up with half of the strategies we ended up using.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, wait. Three consecutive. Well done.
Wow, this one is so not up to date. Wait.
Yeah, I'm glad you could be here.
Okay, maybe. No, still not. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. Like the chat is not keeping up on that one. I'll try and keep up on both places. There's only so much I can do. I was only doing my duty.
I'm glad to have you here anyway.
Even if the technology is not entirely functioning. Was it like this last time too? You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no. The situation back then was easier to control. And we weren't as prepared as we are this time. It was easier to control, but we weren't as prepared? I don't see how those two go together, but sure. So the enemy is stronger, but so are we. I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the fact. Where were you even when Samira needed you the most? If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument. You're often the one who initiates these things, you know. I came for a conversation. I didn't know it was gonna turn into argument. Anyway, at least I showed up this time, so what do you think? What do I think? I think we're certainly better off for it. It's good having me around to help out, huh? Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru, you displayed a remarkable sense of responsibility in the face of disaster. Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think how the whole world would have ended up if we hadn't gotten control of the situation.
Yeah, yeah.
So, do you think this is what impeding disaster looks like? Reading, it's hard. The sky is so clear and there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air. That is a pretty sky. It's hard to imagine that the fall of humanity could happen on an ordinary day like this. Awful things happen all the time. Sometimes people can stop them and sometimes they can't. What you and I have done is increase our chances of stopping this one. Lofty ideas may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. Oh, nothing. It's nothing. I hope everything works out tomorrow. It will. As long as we stick to the plan, our chances of success are good. It's really strange. You're my junior, yet you always seem to act more like an upperclassman than I do. I think it's mostly a matter of temperament. That is true. He is a serious one. Walk right into that one, didn't I? We're getting a lot of ship content at the moment. Go in elsewhere, I guess. Mausoleum. Who knows what's here? Oh, is that where I was? I suppose so. Middle level.
Middle.
Midle. Who's here? Sino and Tignati.
Oh.
We'll make our move after sunrise tomorrow. Good. Is everything ready? As much as possible. That'll be enough. Don't let the pressure get to you. We'll take things one step at a time. That's how we've always done it.
Master Tignati. Mr. Sino. So this is where you were. I brought some juice and water. Would you like some?
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the desert, so you should definitely have some water. In which case, I'll have the juice. I gotta ask, though, who is on a juice-making duty at a time like this?
Madame Thompson said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented.
She took it right off me and started making carton after carton of juice. Yeah, having something to do helps. A juicer. Did Sucrose send that to you?
Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to try it out before the incident occurred, but I couldn't bear to leave it behind in Gandhaville.
We'll say that. The juice is very sweet.
I think so too.
Clay, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay, but it just still feels strange to me. Why would a great power like this come to someone like me?
I know that feeling well. The same question ran through my mind every day as a kid.
At least now, you have someone who can relate to you.
All the more reason you should apply for Spandamat. Tignatis fiercely opposes the idea, though. Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are you all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice?
Oh, you have some already.
I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to someone else? Very well. I shall be off then.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection between the two, and that sense of dissonance is difficult to get used to.
Yeah, but after all this time, I can't believe this stuff still gets to me sometimes. Makes me feel a little childish.
Clay, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime. It's normal to struggle with the fallout from it. You have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. True. I'm glad she has him. My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until the victim says it's over. Your rage and your pain are completely justified.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that the same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain upon me have now become a weapon with which I can protect everyone. It's like my own personal kind of evolution. Every innocent person who's been hurt needs time to realize that it wasn't their fault. I was the same.
Sad. This is sad. This is so sad. Oh my god. Oh.
But it's all about to be over. Tomorrow, it ends for good.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and your outlook has become much more positive. It's a big change from how you used to be. And since this isn't over, you can settle the matter on your own terms. It's time you seized back control. I believe in you.
Yeah, Smino is my home, and it's so important to me. I have to protect it.
No, I will protect it. And once you're done, how about you come back and apply for a spa and damad? Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? My arms are getting sore from carrying them around everywhere. Madame Padasan, why are you... Here, let me take those off your hands.
Thank you, Madame Padasan.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork. I think I'm going to make something else now instead.
Please try to relax, Madame Padasan. Your nerves are starting to get the better of you.
I know.
It's like, why? Is there anything else on this level? I don't think so. We are going to this one. Maybe I will just go straight down, honestly. I think I might, and then we can continue.
Continue the story. Sleep away.
Oh my god, my brain was like, what is he holding? It looked like for a moment that this dude, like from over here, like he was holding some kind of animal with a long tail, and I was like, what is he holding? Nothing. It was a sword.
Time to go. Let's meet the others at the Mausoleum of King Desolate. Let's go. Let's do it.
Was that the middle one? I don't remember. I have not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. No, that was the sneaky one. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it. The Golden Slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too, no mirages, no matter how glorious, can compare to true beauty. Then, Rarkan, what is on your mind?
I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the questions in my heart.
What kind of questions?
So many, more than can be put into words. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. What are the many disasters that this world faces, but the sum of all irresolvable questions?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes, although I would express it differently. I must not fail, and so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may in fact find to be a towering tree. If we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond the veil of time to see her true form. Is she saying she's... Is he saying she's wise beyond her years? Or I don't know entirely.
Nahida, we're here! Just in time. My preparations are almost complete.
Ready when you are. Nicole.
And we're here too. Miss Nicole, you run so fast! I thought I got a lot of exercise as a forest ranger, but I can barely keep up with you.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Lesser Lord Kazanali, the equipment is ready and the modifications to Adu are all complete. As discussed during our meeting,
accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just they're a little more extreme and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here? The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Adu. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one of was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. Sorry, I held that in as long as I could.
Oi.
As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Adu should theoretically work on a greater scale than the Akasha, and approximately equal to Irminsul. Oh damn. Give me a moment, I need tea if I'm gonna keep making this many voices. It will become the largest active computing device in all of Tevas. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of things, and in the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission. But I suspect it could also serve as a central building hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation. I find it more difficult to speak in this, like, deep voice for some weird reason. Like, I have to push my voice so far down that, like, pronouncing things gets harder. Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once in my care for a period of time. Is that the one we found when we first arrived in Sumeru, maybe?
Ow. Stuck. Give me a moment. I have a knot. Almost out. And when I say I have a knot, I mean a literal knot.
Okay, I think I'm fine. Like, I could feel that there was, like, two strands that were just, like, knotted here, and I was like, I need to, like, get them out. Right, and this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
That's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I can skip the conclusion. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach. Every person, even the desert folk? Yes, everyone. I've already calculated the amount of raw material we need.
So you mean we're going to get a new Akasha terminal?
Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key. When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dena, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this includes the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing's certain. Nothing like this has ever been done in this scale before, so everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people control the situation.
Yep. Since the functions of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars who don't constitute a particularly large group of people. But by expanding the scale to include all people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load on the system. Under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load, but with it already being under strain from other activities, its remaining capacity is limited. Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it.
Oh, we're gonna overload it like a computer. Heck yeah. Ah, thank you. Tea.
行くわよ。3、2、1。大丈夫？
That's not at all the same. She was like, you are okay, basically. She was saying, you are okay, you will be fine. Not, are you ready? Ooh. Is it going to overload her as well? Blue. Does that mean it?
かつて人は知識を求め知恵の木に向かった。これで私たちはスメールを世界を救うわ。かつて学者の憩いの場だった木を滅亡の道具にはさせない。
Is it that they're all activating it, or is it that they're all listening for something? Upside down. Stop?
止まって恐ろしい姿にならないで。
Aww. So everyone's trying to do the same. Like everyone's focusing on the same thing, so it might work. I mean, that is very pretty.
世界樹の機能を止めてまで阻むのか。私の時間は無限だというのに愚かな。
Yeah. I knew it was you.
Success! The evil elemental tree has stopped growing.
For now. Great. What a display of true courage. The courage to think and the courage to act. No, that was that one, okay. I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminzula with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action. Indeed. Only humans could do such a thing. Gods are few and far between. What was once created to spread knowledge is now used for another purpose. A rather ingenious plan.
I am grateful to you three for your help. Only thanks to you were we able to extend Adder's interference capabilities to cover all terminals. Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Yidminzel. No matter how many eyes Dottore possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now, for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service, Lord of Dendro?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately. Right now?
In that case, King Ibis. Nope, that's the opposite. Dyslexia. Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our old tricks? Never. I assume you have the chess set with you? You mean the one you gave me as a gift? Asking for it back, are you? How could I? You misjudged me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Ooh. Connect to Safe Shatranj, maybe? There are so many things I do not know how to pronounce. Help. Help?
Safe Satranj? You mean that place in the desert?
Bow's chess set gains the power from the chessboard laid out on the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. Ooh! So like it works on symbolism, like the big chess set influences the small one, kind of? Or the opposite. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. Yes, exactly. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act. Monumentous. Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode. Live combat mode? Who are we fighting? We're doing the same thing we did before? Activating different things? Or is this the Kanria kind of chessboard? Nope, we're just moving. Okay. Oh. That was not on purpose. Oh no, this is separate cutscene. Okay. We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured. Never mind. But we spent years turning him, and a lot of more. Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me. He seems so fruity to me. This is also Dottore, right? No, he was talking about like working under him, so it's probably not. But I can't, like, part of me is like, surely this is like a younger version of Dottore or something. Understood. Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. Oh, we're seeing face now. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. Regulator. I don't think that's how you say it. I have definitely seen him before. Is that not the 9th of the 11th battery harboring Hannibal? I swear, I definitely recognize him, but he's not the daughter. Okay. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at a Northland bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are square for the safe deposit fees you paid. It's not a little petty. Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship? Amicable? Sure. Regitor. It sounds like Pokemon. I realize it's not, but it sounds like it won. I think it's from the Executor. That's why. I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle. Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time. Aye, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a Haribo on my own merits. Which one was he? Like, Dottore was which power level? I can't remember. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted long in without genuine ability. The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me. No sense of fragmentation. Like, how could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to not cry and the other stored in the most secure vault in the Northland Bank. I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, and yet you, segment yourself, reject them. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, he's a very unique character, I would say. I agree with that. He's not... I wouldn't... Like, I don't like Totore, but he's an interesting character. That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. Sure. I can see the logic in that. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself, which stage of your life you want to be preserved at? The day your business failed, or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject? Oh, well, that's... Why the backstory? Hey! We needn't dredge up the past. This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that I concluded there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once a soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far simpler than creating a puppet. The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Not a Cry, you know. And yet, in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now, we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies. I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood, but as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments. The experiments takes many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspicious vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record. What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is this new world you promised a lie? No, it never was. I'm glad to be able to control Eidminster from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will.
He's still crazy. Yes, indeed.
I am the only one who have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity experiment? Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Their relationship is interesting because I'm assuming that, like, they are... He owns a lot to him, but also he was probably experimented on by him, and like... Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane, and the most radical. Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity? Or my radicalism? Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitable ambitious plan to invest in? Yours happened to fit the bill quite perfectly. Well then, I must say, while I'm surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate and not as the banker Pantalone, I think? Why make things harder than they need to be? Posting my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relationships between Snezhnaya and Samaria. I daren't imagine the consequences. He's like a dark version of Baizu. Shadow version. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. It was an easy win. Yeah, I was like, this... Yeah, I don't trust what he said to us in any way. That's why I'm here. If you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that. Many people say that about you. I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together was a way of binding two parties together rather closely.
So he is definitely
closely related to him. Oh. Is it not true that a relationship should be judged by both the positive and negative returns in its yield? So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon. But don't you find that a strange thing for me to say? After all, you've already had quite a long life. Especially for a human being. Is he saying that as a fellow human being, or as someone who's not a human being? Because it kind of feels like the latter. Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise the existing laws of this world, and neither of us enjoy being under anyone else's control. Which is fair. I'm not exactly a huge fan of the capitalist world we live in either, so I understand the desire to change the world, but I don't think this is the way. But also it makes me think that this dude is like... He is a demon of some sort of something. But the gods all have demon names, I don't know. Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules? Of course not, my dear friends. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of relationships. You can attest to that. I just hope there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that. Vegetor, sir, people have been spotted approaching Cimmery City. How strange. Despite your access to Idrisel's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found a workaround. Well, Dottore, I trust you know what this means. The fact is, they're coming. They'll breach the city gates at any moment now. But even so, I would say Irminsul is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office too? I'll consider it. What do you need me to do? Stall them?
Whoop. This is running out of battery. Need to put that on. Give me one. There. Okay, very good.
The experiment will take some time. Stall them for as long as possible. Very well, but you really are asking for the moon here. Is that a joke? Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man kneeling in the center of a church, while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begged them to grant him one final request, the chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued, as if he intended to speak until the end of time. Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sins to you? Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed. I choose. Speaking of gods, for someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any objection to me creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be furious. Interesting. Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you? Not at all. You had reasons why our partnership must continue. Don't you find people's attitude towards gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens, and people worship it unreservedly, blindly following whatever rules are given to them. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat him with nothing but suspicion, even if he's a compatriot. Sure. Is that supposed to be a compliment? No, I was just thinking. I pitied a man who would call you a compatriot. There's no need to be so self-critical. Also about your recent situation. I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have you been keeping? I'm flattered you would take this time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Dottore. The part of your soul that went to not cry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts. It was quite a headache for everyone involved. Dear me, I must have caused you no end of trouble. You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, in a public relations nightmare, I made sure of that. Now I'm curious. How did you explain yourself? Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself. Yeah, I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the second harbinger, now could I? How you slander me. You know full well that I am perfectly amicable to reason. There's no question that you are partially to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years. Now then, about your plans for the future. Am I controlling Dottore? Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over? Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, you know. Once I'm back in Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette. Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you? Yeah, smoking's not something I condone. I had parents who smoked inside as kids, so not really my favorite thing. If you have an issue with it, feel free to try and stop me. Now then, what's on your mind? The limits of humanity. It's a pity, despite running countless calculations. I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the amount of one's soul required to sustain an individual. It's rare to hear you admit. Stray dog, hi! Am I impacting my Genshin? I am. By just doing everyone's voices. Am I doing them well? I don't know, but it's having an impact. I once did a very serious scene with a Mario accent. I'd say that has an impact. How are you? It's rare to hear you admit being unable to achieve something. I beg to differ. For instance, I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and couldn't make long train rides. I see. Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you have to send to yourself out on errands. Just like, you go. You don't get motion sick. You're good. You got home yesterday after being out in the country for a week. Oh, nice. So you were out of the city while it was super hot. That's nice. What are you thinking about now? A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extract my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combine it with your intact soul as the base material. What would we create? What indeed? Such a scenario would be impossible. Oh? As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one the daughter remains. And if you cease to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment? Oh. Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of a quandary. A condi. Okay. See you then. Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your own business, of course. Now you're on your way to celebrate a friend's kids at a restaurant? Oh, cozy! Heck yeah. Are they, birthday? How old is the kid? Well, very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now. He moves things weirdly. It makes me curious. Why he like this? Is this back to the mausoleum of King Deshret? Is this us now? It is us. It is us. It is us and Brian. They'll be 13. Oh yeah, so they're big enough, but not super big. But yeah, good. Celebrate them. The power King Deshert's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane. You had to think really hard there. Time goes so fast. I know. What is time? Sometimes I can't remember how old I am. Like, genuinely, I'm like, how old am I? I don't know. Does it matter? Not really. It matters when dating, but otherwise, yeah. Not really something I focus on very often. Yeah, set us up for that much, for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we stormed the city, it involved a lot more running around. I wonder how many people can say they stormed the city twice in their lifetime. I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences in my life. Who are you? Apparently there's information. Dana was the 4th Doctor of the Summit of Rainforest who became playmates with Aranada as a child. Oh, I see. Also taken by the Withering and fell into a coma to help her. You traveled with Aranada. Yes. Where you ultimately obtained the... Yes, okay, got it. I'm so glad they have that thing now, because I would not remember. It's been a long time.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandhavraville.
I hope this will be my last time. Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight? I like her. Bennu? What an amusing comment, my dear lady. Yet humans often alleviate tension via small talk, do they not?
Whoa! What? Candace's shield talking?
Because the image of her shield is one of me, and I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to.
Huh.
Well, la-dee-da. Isn't that fancy? Can I get in on this? You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly. I think you'll find it is I who choose whose image is carved thereupon. Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now. You're welcome, my lady. I'm glad to lend you my power. So many characters, I cannot do this many different voices, unfortunately. Simon, what's the situation? No troops stationed at every entrance. As we expected, a frontal assault will suffice. Everyone stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the house of Diana's die door. Move out. Let's go!
Let's go.
Oh, I'm Sino and Candace and Dea. She's cool. Dea do be cool. Okay, I can't run like that. Do you use Arlecchino? To man. There's so many names. Oh, wait, I'm gonna look at your thing in a moment. These my friends. Oopsie. You. There we go. You have 3 or 4 voices you can do, and that's it. It's okay. I just do this because I think it's fun. No, that's people I like again. I'm so glad there's not friendly fire. I think it's fun to do silly voices, and thus silly voices ensue. I need help. Help me. Who heal? No one heal? No healing? Surely this girl can heal. Or not. That was fun though. I should use her more often. Tezug! Welcome back. How was the live stream? Words are not my thing today. Any stream is over? Did you get any info? Oh, this is not where I'm supposed to be. In the middle of climbing a freaking light pole. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Naido. Why? Brain. Shirotan is voicing a tennis boy. Shirotan? Shirotan. I know that name, but I cannot place it at the moment. Am I going down? Head to the port, apparently. Shirotan. Shirota, you. Ah, I see. It's Nakamura-san, which I know not a lot of people are going to know that reference, but I really liked that show, so as a kid. Should rewatch that. He was in a show with an actor named Miura Haruma, who like found a sword and like got possessed by an old samurai in like current day. It was super funny. It wasn't Nimio, he was Tezuka. I remember that. That's why I was like, I know the reference, Shirotan. I really liked his version of that song. I also found a video, I don't know if you're interested in this, but I found a video of him singing a Christmas song, so I sent you that too. He was singing Hana Kimi. Yeah, he was, but he was kind of a douche there, if I don't misremember. But the Samurai High, I think it was called? He was very sweet in that one. Waterway secured. You have it? The Christmas song? I'm assuming that's what you're saying, Happy. I've talked too much in this... Okay. So I don't know what you're referring to now. You loved him in Hanakimi? I mean, he did a really good job because I didn't like him. So, like, he did really... Yeah. Yeah, the Christmas song? Okay, yeah. Brothers, sisters. Perfect, and just in time. welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue to advance. I would recommend the Samurai High thingy. It was very fun. I've also seen him in a show called Spec? Is that it? Very uncomfortable. I can send you that too. That was with someone I really liked as an actor. The Kamiki Ryunosuke. He played Mark in The Howl's Moving Castle and the baby in Spirited Away. Things I remember. Once we've linked up, we'll continue the advance. The team has arrived at the north entrance as planned. Good. Press on. Let's go. Who are we playing this time? Still them. Okay.
I think she should be healed. He's not.
Candace needs more healing. We went off on a tangent here, I will say. Because, like, Japanese dramas is not where I thought this conversation was gonna go. But you said Nakamura-san's actor, and so I went with that, even though we started at Prince of Tennis. Oh my goodness. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna voice a Spanish boy. I mean, he does have, like, some Spanish heritage, right? So that makes sense. Or was it Portugal? I don't remember. But I'm glad. They will be fun to see. I'm assuming this is in Shintani? And he was like, my mom's name is Fernandez, and I'll be voicing Romero Fernandez. Oh, fun! And they have the same birthday. What? Okay, that's just kind of... I continued fighting. I don't know if I hit anything while I was reading, but yeah. That's really fun. In Shintani. Okay. Yeah, the Shintani is like when they go to like a big international championships, right? I haven't actually read the manga, so. Konami's just making OCs for his Sanimyo boys. Yeah. Yes. Also, I don't think Konami knows what a child looks like, so might as well use the adults as inspiration. He did Aiba Fujin, the musical, who is Irie in Shintani. Ah, wow. Tell me I'm wrong, though. He does not know what a kid looks like. Look out. Look out. It's an ambush. Finally. He doesn't. He does not! Like, the 15-year-olds, like the 12-year-olds look like they would be like 16, 17. The actual 15-year-olds look like they'd be 18, 19. And the 19-year-olds look like they're like 28. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think he knows what kids look like. There are people in the Shintani who have full beards. This is what I mean. I mean, I know that some people get, like, beards early and stuff, but he does not know what kids look like. Tezuka looks like he's 30 when he's actually 15. Yeah. He looks fully like an adult. Like, at the minimum, 19. Like, minimum. We need to hurry. Take the middle road, now. Your baby? Yes, Brick. Mr. Brick. I know you love him. Master Saino, we are clear. Don't relax just yet. Lord Fadwe are approaching from the right. Knock them unconscious. Which wouldn't really work in real life, but we're gonna ignore that. Human soul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we can split up. Don't worry, we'll wipe them all out. As you can see, our people came raring to go. Raring to go, I think. I'm like, what was the vowel sound? Good. How are things with Noam? Can Tignati help keep himself safe? I don't think we need to be kept safe, I'm gonna be honest. Don't underestimate Tignati just because he was a Force Watcher. He can handle it. Alright, you know that's not what I meant. I'm guessing we're switching to us now. Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fadui fire away. It's our turn. By using a cluster leaf cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently. Good luck with that. I'll just fly up there.
Oh, huh? Oh yeah, I forgot she can fly.
How can you forget that you can fly when you never ever put your feet on the ground? You are always flying. Ready? Ready. Let's go. I'm glad they're giving more voice acting to the main character. Thank goodness. Well, sometimes fly goes... Okay. Oh. Thank you. I don't know where I'm supposed to go then. Why did I do this? I had a moment of like I just jumped. I didn't look where to go. Jumps head straight first. That's not. Also not. This does not work very well for me, I'm gonna be honest. It just doesn't react as well as I wanted to. Time to get them. Ooh, on fire. Thank you. Because then I can set this on fire. And then set everything on fire with him. Why are you hitting me? Stop hitting me. I love air characters simply for being able to explode fire. It has always been my favorite thing in this game. The fire and air combination. Love it. It's not my main team at the moment, but I miss it every time. We get one of these. What is soldiers up ahead? I try to give him the typical, like, shonen boy protagonist voice. I think this was. How do you hide with those ears and that hat? I don't. Careful. Prepare for battle. Hey, there's people over there. You have some nerve showing your faces in the center of some other city. Oh, is that actually him or someone else hiding? Or like trying to act like him. Is there no music at the moment? You're right on schedule. Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fadui sergeant. They stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they've been waiting for us, but something feels off. Daya, your queen? Yes. Daya is such a cute, cool character. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. really doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottore. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is, it's high, much higher than we thought. So you've been waiting for us, but it looks like you've geared up for conversation rather than a battle. Pretend that not seeing the hidden people? Very clever, General Mahamatras Sino. I know you're the one in charge of the siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you. A siege? Sumeru City belongs to us. Historically, yes, but things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know? For instance... There's a Fadui ambush at the north gate. Can you handle them? We can, for now. Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. Hold their guard, yes. The battle has not yet reached its climax. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Surely some of those here are people you count as friends. Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know. Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence. You disappeared. What was that? A ghost! Curses. He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow, projected there to lure us in. Do not talk. Attack! I apologize for being unavailable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Please excuse me. He feels so incredibly fruity to me. Look at this fruit! He's basically a grape! A plum, maybe. That's even fruitier. I don't know why plums are fruitier to me than grapes are. let's not start like putting them in a tier list. The matter's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. Good thing I wasn't there in person. Pantalone, he's gay, you love him. He's so fruity. He's so fruity. He's so fruity. Like, I didn't even hear his voice, and I was like, yeah, this is a fruity person. This person's fruity as F. You need him. Yeah, also, 5 Street. You need to pull for him. I wonder when he'll show up. Your illusions held them up for a time just fine. But now that they've seen through it, they will realize that you were just decoy. You've been waiting for him so long. Yeah, he showed up and I was like, I definitely know this character. I can place a name, but I was like, I've seen his face before. He does look like a darker version of Baiju, though. He's like Shadow Baiju. Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your way immediately. Old Baiju, yes. Not imminently. They already here. Goth Baiju. Emo Baiju, yes! Emo Baiju. Why did we lose health? Did we even fight? I guess we did. Emo Baiju. Can you let me fight with my actual team, though? Because, like, I find it annoying when I'm not allowed to have my team.
We made it!
This is far enough. Tignari, you go help Sino. Don't worry about us. We'll manage from here. Are you sure you don't need me to stand guard? No need. Once a connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go help the others. I can't... I don't know how to say that. Alright, goodbye for now then. Please tread carefully. Tread carefully. Oh, it's so pretty! It's so pretty! Did not look that pretty on my last computer, I can tell you that.
On the interface.
Found it. It's over here. I have no idea what you sent. So... quick. At least we're healthy again. Like it connects from to the inside of Idrinsel through the sanctuary of Sarasthana's built-in security system. You should be pretty familiar with the process. Is it the same route as last time? For the most part. We don't need to adjust any of the parameters. Then I should be fine. And Paimon, once you're both ready, we'll set off.
Wait, the stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others? Then you can focus on the fight without having to worry about Paimon. Huh? Why are you staring at me like that?
There's nothing. I just suddenly realized how much you've grown. You've grown quite a lot yourself. Don't you start getting into it again?
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide in Tevat again? And don't forget, Paimon's a college student now.
Before I realized what I said. College student? What? What is she saying? I don't know. What? What does that even mean? Paimon. If we say that Alhaipan's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how I came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that it counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies. Paimon's just being Paimon. What is Paimon studying?
Just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because of Nahida's personal recommendation.
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Samara. Oh yeah, did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
Well, no way, we're friends now. I gave up on what? I gave up on giving you one ages ago. Anyway, isn't that guy enough of a nickname for you?
Also, we gave you the name Brian, it's fine. That's basically a nickname for me anyway. Mind, suit yourself. We need to go, Paimon. If you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. I'm gonna link up with Tignari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need to be careful.
We will be. Bye for now. She's okay with us not being in the same place? Or is there a different reason why she's fine with this? Initiating connection. Let's go. Sorry. Oh my god. It's like 3 in a row. Well, here we are again. Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going. Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Idrinsel to read. It should be impossible for Idrinsel to read. I don't even know where we're going. Is it like Idrinsel can't read where we're going? Is that what he means? I can... Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your progress. Listen to me. Your safety is as important as mine. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. We came here together, and we're leaving together. Alright. If you insist, I won't argue with you. Oh, we are fired because we got the thing. We got the Kami no Kokoro. Makes sense. This place looks so different from how I remember. It's unrecognizable. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down. He probably has. Probably has turned it upside down. Because we saw that in an image, right? It was upside down. It must be what Tora's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs, or He's deliberately trying to confuse us, maybe? It's still changing. He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But lucky for us, he can't pinpoint our location. Be on your guard. Don't let him find us. I'll try. Don't know how I'm gonna not let him find us. Maybe don't step on the red things. He said something about the red parts, but I did not hear it. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Unfortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot. Give it a shot? How am I supposed to shoot it? There we go. Ah. Oh, yeah. Well, that didn't work. I didn't realize it was gonna break. That's just mean. Okay, there we go. No, I fell. Maybe I should just... Can I land on these? And then attack it? Nope. Feel like I'm over complicating this. But that certainly is not how. Nope. Nope. Why? Where am I supposed to go, though? Oop. No. Because, like, surely I have to jump. But, like, that's not getting me high enough up. And going from here wasn't resulting in that either. Oh. If I stand on this section... Nope. It's like if I stand on this, maybe it will... Nope. It doesn't let me go. If I do that. Nope. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna be honest. Because I can't go that way. Nope. Nope. Because, like, I don't get high enough to actually get on the other platform. And I can't get to those. Genuinely, what am I supposed to do? That just knocked me down. I might have to look this up, because I don't know how they want me to do this. Nope, because that it doesn't let me go to the side. No, not what I wanted, this one. I'm stupid. I think. I think I might be slightly stupid. Oh no, I fell now. Never mind. I'll have to do it one more time. Yeah, because I can't do it from there. I forgot I had him. I forgot I had another character that can fly. Oh, silly me. Very silly me. Oop! I was not. I did not have it. Hello, Chris. How you doing? How are you? Boop, boop, boop. Let's try and get through that. Okay, it doesn't seem to go on. Where are my glasses? That's a Luna. I know. No, but I'm wearing lenses today. I have a slight wound behind my ear, and I was like, maybe it will heal better if I don't wear glasses for a bit, so it's not like constantly rubbing on it. That's why. So today's lenses and my glasses are over there by my bed instead. Yeah, the same thing. Yeah, it's a little annoying, but it happens. Oh no, it's a trap. That way, use the same thing over and over. Yeah. Yeah, it will heal better without the glasses. You had psoriasis behind the ear, so you understand. I don't actually know what it is. I guess, like, I can't see it. Like, genuinely. I'm like, I can feel that it's there, but like, I cannot see what it is. Because even when I do this, or like try and move my ear, I'm like, yeah, I can't see behind there. It's, yeah. I'm trapped. It's probably just heat boil that bus or something for you. For me, yeah, it might be. Because we have had like 30-degree weather the last week. It's finally cooled down now, but it has been warm for a while. Why is bro called Brian? Because he reminded me of two characters from a show, and one of them is called Brian with a Y, and one of them is called Ian, so I combined their names into Brian. So it's a reference. Rename Scar, please? No, he's Brian! This is Brian! You don't remember your guys' name? Brian. This is now Brian. He is totally Brian like those two. They were also sarcastic little shits who used to be with the bad guys and then turned good. It fits so well. Liladent for you? Liladent? Am I saying that right? Why won't this thing budge? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Who's saying it? Oh, Nicole. Nicole, is that you? Because same voice actor as Krauser in Tanipuri. Ah. You need to download Genshin again to see his name. Fair, and it's a huge game, so I understand why you wouldn't. Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis. And I have to say, the terminal is simply marvelous. It makes tracking you so much easier. It doesn't show on the mobile app? Well, that's mean. I feel like it should. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Irminsul. Only the crit ratio? Oh my god, funny. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all. So, here I am. I can't intervene directly, but I can help guide you out of the jam you're currently in. So, please, just follow my lead. Is this actually Nicole? Or... I think it is. But, like, this could be a trap, too. I'm assuming that's... Totoris, in his current form, is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be a source of his contamination nearby. The corrupted information is his means of manipulating something. You must destroy them. Okay. Ooh! Good work, but we're not... Thank you. We're not done yet. Stay close. Let's see if we can find something more. She's a shining star. Ooh! Hello! Yes, this is Genshin. I did not realize. Sorry. Well, where's the proper hearsay? Maybe that's why you say it. Welcome. Yes. Oh wait, where was I going? I don't know. I lost track. Up there. Okay, how am I supposed to get up? Scar is how I get up. Wait, 200. Over 200% crit damage is good though. Oop! Find fly. Almost 300. Damn, that's so high. That is very high. Not even with this catalyst. Damn. Damn. And where exactly do you think you can run? Oh, yeah, we're getting a... What's it called? Crash cam. I can still do this. Okay, good. Can I still jump? Yes. Woo! Crash cam. I did not expect a crash cam. To the left. Okay, wait. Left. Oh! Woo! There's a cliff ahead. Jump. Oh. More of this corruption course. Yes, get them. Okay. I am back. Oh. Dude, normal camera. They relentless is trying to burn us down. Oh. Crash cam over? Yes, the pursuit is hard to say. Stay alert. Okay. Hey, hey. That stressed me out. Did not expect that. And the music got all quiet. I don't trust this. That's a boss arena if I ever saw one. Stay vigilant. I think. I think we made it to relative safety. Really? Because this looks exactly like the place he would attack. This is a battleground. If I ever saw one. This is a boss arena. Are we looking on time? Okay, I think I might, before this battle starts, just run to the toilet real quick. And I will be right back. Because that stressed me out, and I think this next battle is going to be hard. So. I will be right back. The camera's slightly different, but that's okay. I turned it off to conserve battery power and it moved. So I tried to restore it, but here we are. I think we made it relative safety. Goodness, that was tough. You doing okay? No. That is not the voice. That's a good drooling over your Genshin builds. Understandable. Yeah. Fully understandable if that's the stats. You doing okay? No. What the heck? What voice did I do for him? Exposed? Yes. Beautiful stats. Indeed. Expose you? Yes. I think it's fine. I'll be fine, don't worry. Take a short rest and then... Nicole? Nicole! The connection's been cut, but that means... Look at you, supporting one another. How very touching. Yeah, I didn't trust that for a moment. Oh. Flying is a good thing. Haven't seen your star builds yet. Star rail builds yet. I'm honestly scared. Dottore. Did you long enough to find us? You're more useless than I thought. Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Battle it is! Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. Exalted master of the heretical path, Il Dottore. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements. Played along with your clever little plan. I just elbowed that thing, I'm sorry. Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoyed watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as you put them in a cage. If that's true, then why did you come looking for us? Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my old acquaintances in person? Acquaintances. After all, it's been a while, Scaramouche. Do I know Osu? As in the Greek liquor? Or is it something else? Rhythm game. Oh. Rhythm game. I don't actually know. I'm not great at rhythm games. They're pretty fun, but I'm not very good at them. He knows him, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. He remembers? No, that can't be. That's impossible. your star builds? Why do I keep saying this? Star rail builds are all whack, Tazuk. Yeah, I feel like my Genshin builds are all whack, so that's fine. Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. Nor did I go to any great lengths to uncover your story. You both love that wealth, discuss. I know you do too, Tezuk. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself, and with the power of this great chronicling device called Irminsul, you were able to achieve something quite remarkable. Okay, Nexus anime has played and you love him. Beta test is great, by the way. Nice! Yes, you have to tell me about it. Yeah, I'm so excited for you. Once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you manage to erase every trace of your existence. A novel take on death indeed. However, this means that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Not Cry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just the sight of you was enough for me to intuit the truth. Interesting. You'll stream it when the game releases. You're allowed to stream now, but you don't wanna? Fair. For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together. You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you're even more delighted to learn the full extent of your crimes. That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Something that fills you with dread? The fact that he could undo it, maybe? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult, but more to the point. I doubt that the prospect of you losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case, the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes, isn't it? He was wearing his other outfit there. Dottore! Fighting time! We have no healing in the team. They gotta do something about that. I don't know what they're saying. If anyone can update me, that would be great later. I can't focus on reading and actually fighting at the same time. I need healing. Can someone heal? Huh? Huh? Okay. Brian is one of my favorite characters, and I know I keep calling him Brian, but he is to me. Throw in! Throw me! I have been thrown. He is great. He's so weird, I love it.
陶酔の夜に秘密の扉を開かん。明るき知恵よ、愚かな闇を払いたまえ。
I know that it's always like
古き誓いを果たさん。
Japanese tends to use the word gate for gate, like tobira, in a very like dramatic settings and stuff, but it's always really funny because it basically sounds like the word for stinky feet in Swedish. Tobira. Bye now. You can go. Ooh, catch him. Good work.
旧時代の意志によって私の実験と進歩を阻むか。偉大なる実験を邪魔する愚かさに気づかぬとは笑止。
Oh heck yeah! Oh heck yeah! The peace.
あなたは賢いけれど知恵の使い道を誤った。 知識の道は多くあるのになぜ一番細い道を選ぶの？
As smart as you are, you fail to understand wisdom. Feels like such a good diss to him. Do. Okay.
どけ。私の手から奪うことを許した覚えはない。お前に構っている暇はない。
Oh, what? What am I doing? Destroy a side node and break the barrier. Okay. Huh? Over here. Oh. This is what I like about the Air one. I do so little damage with this team. If I like compare it to the team I built. Where are you at? There you are. Nope. Moved. He moved. Use power of Irminton. Ow. The text is so small and quick that I don't have the time to actually understand what he's saying. Like this does no damage. I also have no health. E. So there's no health. And I don't know how to heal. Ah, okay. I got healed. Which is great, I guess. Ah, he's here out there. Nice. Heal me. There we go. Like, I do almost no damage. And I don't know if that is because this is a... like this version of the character, or because I haven't built this character, but like... I don't know. Okay, too. Okay. Is there gonna be another? Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Ducks. No, stop. Being annoying.
確かにこの世には古きものが存在する。あなたはあなたの思う通りとても手強い相手だわ。あなたは私に知恵の答えを求めてきたわね。知恵を統合する意義を証明してみせましょう。世界樹の管理者としての最高権限を行使するわ。私を裁くか認めるか答えを下して。
Ruler of Death. Uh-huh. Are those the three shades then? Ah. You missed the days when Inazuma came out? Those were good Genshin days. Yeah. I mean, this is still exciting stuff. In terms of, like, story, though. Inazuma has a lot of difficult, puzzles, though. These have to be the three shades, right? Blessed one of wisdom. Mahakusaladhamma? Maybe? Or are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Irminsul? It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments. You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have always fought for.
This is my decision. Irminsul has been corrupted beyond redemption.
Irminsul is the... Oh. Out. Okay. Irminsul is the original tree of Tevat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintain the life, fate itself. 7 archons should honor and revere it, for their authority was bestowed upon them by the heavenly principles.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should seek to preserve.
Like, she is gonna become the new Irminsul, kind of? I don't know. Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you have become a great tree yourself, why should the loss of another tree be anything to fear? Till we meet again, Lord of Dendro. Ruler of life, ruler of time, and ruler of death. Oh. Oh.
原初の炎は浄化の炎だ。
Ah, we are the ones who set Irminsul on fire to make a new tree. And she's the new tree. Oh, oh. Ooh. Huh? Is it like the other versions of him? Yeah. All the other versions of him are dragging him down. Oh my god. What? What? And then this pantalone.
続きよ。
どこまで話した？
契約の際に芝居は不要という話です。
顧客の適性を審査するからと進んでその椅子に座ったのはそちらだろう。
まさかスメールの商人一家に生まれた勉学少年の物語を聞かされるとはね。
なかなか感動的な語り口だっただろう。
あなたが退学の浮き目にあってからの話はね。
人体実験か、それとも不老不死の薬。
あなたが死ぬ場面です。
The part where you die? What?
ああ、私もそこが一番好きだ。
What?
35歳の断片はドットーレを自称することが多く、ザンディクの名を本体のものとした最も利己的な断片だ。追放後、ドットーレは時間をかけて方向性を固めた。ファデュに入ってマリン病の実験を繰り返し、研究リソースを確保した。それは順調にな。カーン・ルイヤの技術からザンディクは断片を作った。だが不死には届かなかった。断片があっても肉体は老化するからだ。とはいえスネージナヤには感謝だ。ザンディクにとってこれ以上の実験拠点はなかった。絶好のタイミングで完璧な仲間も現れた。あの年協力関係にあった双方はもっと時間が必要だと気づいた。幸い最終的に彼は成功した。より多くの時間を手に入れたのだ。実に不思議な物語。
そうとは言えないでしょ。
ああ、確かに。いくら不老長寿の薬を飲もうとも人であるザンディクは老いていく。そしてついに85歳のあの朝。
85.
手を貸せ。
That's a crow.
誰か呼んできてくれ。天気は必ずあるというのが彼の持論だったが、手は差し伸べられなかった。ザンディクとは利己的な人間なのだ。忘れるな。お前も私だ。ああ、私たちは皆待っている。私の死をか。仕事で訪れたパンタローネは偶然その後の光景を目にし、彼の不幸を嘆いた。
そうとは。
だが己を解剖できる稀有な機会に本人たちは心を躍らせた。
Self-dissection. I think this is very
それで
literal.
うちにデータを預ける件と何の関係が？
Gay?
私
Yes,
も
gay.
生きている時間を大切にしようと思ったのだ。
Also, I do not want my phone
自
to
分の結末に対し実に良い想定をしているようですね。
Oh my god, my phone is literally
どういう意味だ？
まともな
not letting me see the word
人間
gay.
を惜しむはずがない。 有限な時間の中で負けを認めたくないだけでしょう。
私には面白い結末がふさわしいだろう。
確かに興味深い。
Change my settings? I tried to do it on the phone, but there was no setting for it, so I think I need to go in on my computer and change the setting there, maybe? Also, oh, the background.
私の葬儀は盛大なものになるだろう。
Because all the parts of him want him to die. Ah, that's so interesting. Oh my goodness. What a magnificent fire. It's just under my preferences, but when I went in there on the phone, I couldn't change it. Like, on the phone, I couldn't change it, so... I think I need to do something on the... Offensive language should be off. Also, gay shouldn't be offensive language. Nor should Lamau. Like, I don't understand the logic between there. Also, why does he look like Totoro here? You know, right? Yeah. In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold, frozen, and unchanging. Perhaps it has always been that way, from the beginning. Fire has been used to drive away the wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment, one that curses the human heart of mortal fear. Does this mean that there's still a part of the doctors that's alive? Or is the part of the gay guy dying? I'm not sure. Mortal fear. Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long time, by the sounds of it. Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality. You claimed that extending your lifespan was about buying more time. But was that really the truth? You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you? Of course I do. I'm only human, after all. I don't know if my line delivered there was the right one, because it really made it sound like he wasn't human. And while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you, too, were once human, Dottore. And I do believe that there is no such fear in your heart. Perhaps you're right, but I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to my experiments. I have felt no fear since. From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game. But you still came, contract in hand, to honor our agreement. Because I am a reputable partner. And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than one result alone. Results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here and completed my creation, and I do not regret my decision. I'm afraid your journey ends here. After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside everyone else? In a way you did, right? When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction, and I myself am one such environment. I have been quite particular about many things in my life, but where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be. You make yourself sound so magnanimous. Oh, but I am, and I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are a truly rare talent. I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I have been performing all this time. It has been a long process, and I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine. If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end. Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has finally drawn to a close. He's a raven, isn't he? Or represented by one, anyway. What should I call you? Zandik? Or do you prefer Dottore? Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan. I do not like ending it with fun. Because that is... Let's do the English translation. Because like Feofan doesn't sound as bad because fan in Swedish is a curse word. It's literally... I mean, it means the devil, but... It just, you know... I don't like that. Because it sounds like you're saying like Theo. That Theo F word, basically. Not really as bad as the F word, but yeah. This time, that's what it truly is. And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zandik. I mean, I guess his ends with Dick. Not what I realized either. I should have carried out many more experiments, but to me, Lord of Dandero, this outcome is certainly not the worst.
I believe you, but unfortunately, this is where it all ends for you. This experiment does not belong to you, nor do any of the results.
Experiment. It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own field.
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand. You know exactly what I mean.
Indeed, I can see no further outcomes. You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought, setting fire to the very thing your survival depends on. Your previous threat was empty, but this time it is real.
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno. Some of the flames that incinerate you come from within you.
Perhaps you're right. You see what lies at the bottom of the human heart, and that is your wisdom.
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet unknown belongs to those of us who will carry on living.
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch enemy all along. But now it's all over.
I do not deny your intelligence, but what you refer to as experiments, I would never describe in those terms. They are events that take place in the real world, and they are so much more than mere data. Goodbye. We will never meet again.
Interesting. Surely I don't have very long left of this. So I'm gonna just finish it, I think. And then go get some food. Well, that's lots of them. Everyone on the list is already back where they should be. It was a long, hard road, but we're finally finished escorting everyone back. I just pray we'll never need to leave again. I hope we can stay here forever in this peaceful paradise of our own choosing. Paradise? In the name of the Temple of Science, that word carries great significance. It represents the hope and desires of the gods, their longing for a place to rest. I wouldn't think gods needed such a place. People always think they're the only ones who can lose their homes. they forget that gods too need a place to reside. As the goat god once said, a god without his people shall cease to exist. Gods need their believers every bit as much as their believers need them. Yes. I had a line once that I wrote that I will write into a book at some point, but it's there are the gods who are believed in because they're powerful. And then there are the gods who are powerful because they're believed in. Or maybe it was the other way around. But yes. Only we can truly understand how much the desert faith has faded over the centuries. But we still talk about the gods as though they are part of our lives. We do kind of do that in Sweden too with the Norse ones. Given the myriad ways in which gods and humans interact, I'd say they really are. How else could Dunyarzad consider the Denmark a friend? Well, that sounds about right to me. Describing them as friends sure make us feel a whole lot closer. If you told me a few years back that I had this many friends, I'd have called you a liar. I believe it's a choice, just like friendship. We made our choice through battle, the right ones, wouldn't you say? I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence. I heard the Goat King and the Ibis King decide to pay us a visit. How about you? It's back to Adu village for us. Still plenty of supplies to distribute and people to help. Until next time, old friend. As long as you can find the time, you're always welcome to visit us in Adu village. Right back at ya. Make sure to drop by the Temple of Silence the next time you're free. Word is that two of the other 7 pillars, Shespanko and Bennu, might also be dropping by. Since you're wearing the symbols of their power, it's only fitting you come to see them for yourselves. Dropping by? That makes it sound like they're visiting a neighbor's home. Well, the temple was founded by Hermanubis, so I guess to them that's exactly what it is. I guess that's true. Alright, we'll make sure to find time to stop by. Stay safe on your journey home. I will. Huh. You have a point. See, retirement has always been a problem. Especially for old-timers like us who've been locked away for all these years. You finally step out into the light and bam, you're face to face with a whole different world. Naturally. What do you think, Layla? Huh? Why would you think to ask me? How could I possibly be qualified to decide where the servants of King Deshret should live? Sorry if my question was unclear. Do you think their statuses... there's... statues? Will stand out too much if we place them here. Hey, I never agreed to this. How could we possibly allow our statues to be left in Hermanubis' home? That would be like breaking into someone's house and pretending it belonged to you in the first place. Different beliefs can coexist. We still need to respect one another.
By which you mean you two plan to stay at the Temple of Silence, for a while at least, but you have no intention of relocating your statues here. So you see this as a sort of family visit, is that correct?
Family, huh? You could say that. In a sense, Hermanubis would view this as his home. Just look at this place. Magnificent, is it not? That truth is, in the past, all three of us invested so much into misguided ventures. We failed to build what we should have, and wasted so much time instead. And now, and what do you mean by that? I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with the likes of Sobek and, let's say, Thoth, might reasonably be considered wasted. Why does that not surprise me? Go on. Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together, I'd say the bonds we build will end up proving to have been a solid investment.
Once Sethis, the current leader of this Temple of Silence, returns, you can discuss the matter of staying here with him. But judging by the expression of everyone here, I imagine you'll receive a very warm welcome. The sacred ground houses untold knowledge, after all. What better place for the servants of King Deshret to appear in the mortal world?
How about we share a meal together first? I imagine it's been many years since you last tasted fresh food. Oh, that sounds wonderful. After so many hundreds of years, I can only surmise that desert cuisine has become a lot more varied. Are we having a get-together? If you'd like, I can help prepare some foods. After all, Lord Thoth, you helped me so much in the desert, and I still haven't properly thanked you. Oh my, that would be wonderful. I'm touched you still remember. How the times have changed. To the people of today, it seems the Ibis King has become a kind and passionate god.
And you, Mr. Harry
Chef? That cannot be it.
What kind of god do you wish to be?
To be honest, I haven't given it much thought. How about you, Dendrarken? Do you have any hopes for your future?
Me? I'm very happy with my current life.
Forgive my bluntness, but you do not seem to derive your authority from majesty and might like Lord Alamar. Clearly, your approach has its advantages, but also its dangers, don't you think?
I do, but projecting a majestic front doesn't really suit me. Besides, my relationship with others isn't simply one of God and her people.
Not putting on airs might earn you more adoration.
Exactly. Besides, I really like parties where everyone brings their own food, and we come together to share. You should join us. I'm sure you'll find it fun.
Last time, when we got together for a picnic near the Avidia forest, it was quite the occasion. Seeing as you're already here, how about we hold the next one in the desert?
Can we do that? Wouldn't Ignati have to transport a ton of drinking water?
Don't worry, I can help out, Layla. Layla, would you like to join us next time? I can help out Layla. I was like, wait, what?
Me? Sure.
The more the merrier. That way we... Don't take this the wrong way. I just think you should know. When it comes to passing time, chess is more a thing. In that case, Dendrarken, what do you say?
If I were to compete against you, I can't say with certainty I'd win, but I certainly wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
Where's Sobek? I'm sure he'd be good for a few rounds. Cards. I'll always prefer chess. I wonder what variant of chess we're talking about here. Mr. Thoth, is there some sort of astrological significance to this game? Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. As long as the leader of the Temple of Silence agrees, we can search Hermanubis' place for books to teach you how to play. This does seem to be wrapping up pretty nicely. Is this Kaveh and Al-Haytham? Yep. Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. So many houses destroyed or damaged in the fighting. Who could have foreseen this? Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to tidy up. Suppose living below the academia doesn't always work out to your advantage. I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in helping to clean this mess up might be in order. Helping? Effort? This is your house. Of course you should be putting in the effort. If anything, I'm the one who's helping. These two. So you see yourself as just a helper in the situation? I must admit I'm rather shocked. If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up, fine, I suppose I do. Wait a second. Stop changing the subject. Nevertheless. In the wake of a great storm, a missing roof is a predictable inconvenience. Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't it upset you at all to see your home in this state? I won't pretend it's ideal, but that's no reason to be upset. This is the roof over your head, your shelter from the cold. The furniture is scattered, the paintings have fallen off the walls, and the windows have shattered. Don't you feel even a little disheartened? I get why he is also, like, more upset at this, because isn't he an architect? Like, it makes sense that he'd be like, the house! The way I see it, these problems are easily solved. This is precisely why I hate talking to you about sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall. You simply don't understand just how much work goes into making a proper home. It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish. You mean the house or the paintings? I mean your sentimentality. Dude! Oh, well, yes. I'd rather not dwell on such things right now. Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an attempt to improve their situation. Sentimentality is not really a thing you can fix, though. It's not like the house that you can, like, build. There are some people who are more sentimental by nature. That's shouldn't be carved out of them like it's some sort of flaw. Like, I don't understand this. There are so many people and things in life that are difficult to change. It's not like you can force them. Besides, anguish can be a source of inspiration, and I'm not sure I could break my reliance on it. Okay, that's an issue, though. I get it. I know I haven't really talked about this a lot. I should do a charity stream for that at some point. But, like, I've dealt with depression for a long time. And there was a point in the beginning of, like, healing where I was like, if I take away the depression, is there going to be any part of me left? Like, there was a worry about that. And, like, about the... What would it still... What would I still be, kind of? And I think that's what Kavi is expressing, but... It's a lie. It's the depression lying to you. You are more than your depression. And it's actually stopping you from doing the things you want. Not the other way around. It's not enabling you. Sorry, that went very serious for a moment, but anyway. I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that. What kind of response is that? I was stating a profound truth about the very nature of art. Suffering is the cradle of all creation. Even you can't deny that. Yeah. I don't know. Depressed people don't tend to do very well, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't trying to. I'm just happy for you, pure and simple. Can't you tell? Happy about what? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Happy that you can always find an answer that backs up your views. More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for answers. Yours more than most. Not everyone is so good at justifying things to themselves. It's something that you've been steadily mastering. What about you, then? What skills have you been mastering lately? Pass me that box. Huh? Okay. Has he been cooking? You may consider this my progress on the path to mastery. What? Wait a second. Isn't that box mine? Hey, it is. It must have fallen off that shelf. I'll hide them where... Those are my paintings and my paints and inks. Would you like me to put them in your bedroom for you? Huh? Huh? I mean, sure, if you don't mind. This is also such a ship. One of the few male ships. For me, at least. What kind of progress is this? Does he think he can bribe me? Not that giving me back my own things is much of a bribe? These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. This one, didn't he say it was an out-of-print collectible? It's completely covered in dust, and some of its pages have even fallen out. Rebind it. Guess I should help him repair it. This one too. And this one. Rebind those books. Okay, I might actually end it here. We have very little left, but I might. I'm assuming we have very little left. Wait, let me look. I'm actually gonna check before I like. Actually commit to this. But it would be really nice to finish this up today. Okay, I have a bit left, but fine, whatever. I will keep going. Can't be that long. But I might actually turn on the sounds then. Especially for Dory. Local super beast, imported goods, such a bright future ahead. I can picture the more I just rolling in. This is my voice though at the moment, but
あんたも知ってるだろう。そういう声が牛みたいだってこと。
You sound like a choking cow. Now that's mean. Ushi, yes. I love her Japanese voice actor.
サングマハベイ様、何かご用かい？
私のことをキャンディスたちに全部話しましたわーね。そのせいで彼女たちの私を見る目がすっかり変わってしまいましたの。
Oh, how terrible.
いいことじゃないか。きっと彼女たちももっとあんたのことを好きになって友達だと思ってくれるようになったはずだよ。
ですがそれは私の秘密を道場に書いただけですいませんわ。今や彼女たちの身には大商人の威厳も投資家の気迫もどっちも映っておりません。
Big scary investor, sure.
サングマハベイ様の暗黒時代はもう終わったんだ。今のうちに心の許せる友達を作るのも悪くないだろう。
I guess this could work.
お友達を作るといえばネフェルは聖女様みたいな方がそんなにお好きなんです。あっちの聖女にこっちの聖女といつの間にかお友達になってあらあら本当に不思議です。
Oh my god, I love it so much. It's so good. The Japanese voice actor should get a raise. Please. Also, yeah, a moonshot there, an angel there.
ただの巡り合わせだよ。
God there.
好き嫌いは関係ないさ。
まあいいですわ。少なくとも一つはあなたのおっしゃる通りです。商人にとってお友達を作ることはいつだっていいことですから。でも今回はだいぶそうしてしまいましたわ。何をジロジロ見ていますの？
本当の涙か嘘泣きか見てるのさ。
Crocodile tears is such a fun expression.
サングマハベイ様は儲かった時目の真ん中から涙を流して損した時は目尻から流すって聞いたけど今はどっちだろうね。
あなたって本当に意地悪ですわね。もうお話ししませんわ。 ネベル、よかった。ここにいたんですね。ずっと探していたんですよ。あらあらあら、知恵の伝道の図書館司書カタユンさんではありませんの。何かお買い求めで。
She sees everyone as money.
いえ、ネフェルに面白い本を届けに来たんです。キング・デシェレトの霊廟の入り口で待ち合わせの約束をしていたんですけど、あ、これ私が自費で買ったもので貸し出し用の本じゃないですから。
Oh.
謎解きは昼夜を問わずとも、ミステリーはいつも吹雪の後に姿を見せる。本当にそんなタイトルなんだね。
Is that Inazuman?
この本は一時期すごく話題になっていて、たくさんの人があらゆる手を使って借りようとしていました。本の中の登場人物の名前には全て丸が付けられていて、みんなそこに秘密が隠されていると思っていたんです。
Names are circled?
そんな話はもうやめてください。とんでもない詐欺でしたわ。
She tried to find out the secret.
この本のことなら聞いたことあるね。でも大したことじゃなかったんだろう。で、
陰謀派のあなたが私に真相を尋ねるんですか？私に言わせれば、真相なんてあの事件の中で一番どうでもいい部分ですよ。この本を持ってきたのは、ここ数年知恵の伝道の蔵書の中で最もストーリー性のあるものだからです。小説そのものの出来についてはあなた自身で確かめてみてください。そんなものが本当に面白いですね。
She didn't even read it? Oh my god, as a librarian and wannabe author, that's sad.
サングマハベイ様はご存知ないかもしれませんが、ネフェルはこういう評判が微妙な本を読むのが好きなんですよ。
But those can be the best books though, mixed review books, because it's like the authors have like tried to do something that stands out. So either it will work great for you or it won't work at all. But it could be some of the best reads.
もっとマシな本を読んだらいいですな。きっとひどい本の中にこそ面白い情報が隠されているからでしょうか。なんとも言えませんね。ネフェルは読書そのものより本が巻き起こす話題が好きと言うべきでしょうか。
情報やらしいやり方だろ。
Yep.
なかなか面白そうだね。ありがとう。読み終わったら送り返すよ。私からもあんたに渡したいものがあるんだ。
おこ？
前にあげた分はもう使い切ってるだろ。だからまた持ってきたよ。でも今回のはナドクライさんで、前の香りとは違うやつだ。
実はもったいなくて前のは全然使えていないんです。
What not a spoon? It's sweet, but we should use the things we get given. Like, what's the point of having them if you don't use them?
あ、でもこれはありがたくいただきます。これなら惜しまず使えそうですから。
It's sad when we have like nice things and they don't get used.
カタユン、あんたは相変わらずだね。
Who is it this time? Ooh! Everyone?
これいい。おめでとう。
これまでの勉強が実を結び、晴れて見習い卒業か。
Ooh, it's her graduation!
この子、本当に苦労しておったからね。いや、自分のことのように嬉しいよ。
成長したもんじゃ。これでもう立派なレンジャーじゃな。次は教令員で役職をもらうのが目標じゃろうか。
His voice is so fun.
みんなありがとう。これで私も正式なレンジャーだ。 ティナリ師匠、これまでずっと指導してくれて、そばで支えてくれて、本当にありがとう。セノさんにもお礼を言いたかったんだけどな。
セノは沈黙の殿へ用事で行っているから、少し時間がかかるだろう。まあ戻ってきたら、またみんなでパーティーをすればいいさ。
先生、パーティーは少し先になりそうかな。
コレイ、まさかまだ隊長が。
いや、体調は問題ないよ。ただちょっと片付けないといけない用事があるんだ。
Hey, like in Japanese, he asked, "Is your condition?" Basically.
旅人とパイモンとの約束で一度モンドに行くことになっててな。
We're going back to Mondo.
ティナリ師匠とセノさんも一緒に行くんだよ。
Four of us. 5. Paimon, I forgot Paimon.
ならみんなが戻ってきたらまた集まろう。その頃には今よりも体が良くなっていることを願うよ。
He was like saying you'll probably do it even better physically than by then.
私にも予感があるんだ。きっとそうなるって。
I think it's so interesting to compare the Japanese and the English, and it gives me a chance to like listen to the Japanese a bit more. A few days later.
いつもの場所で一眠りして、グランドバザールでたらふく食べて、ようやく元気になったぜ。
Vim and vigor. I don't think I've heard that expression before.
パイモンって元気になるまで時間がかかるけど、方法は単純だよね。
おいらだってすごく大変だったんだよ。ずーっと街の中を飛び回ってあちこち手伝ってたからな。
This makes me wonder what her routine is. Is it just sleeping and eating?
お疲れ様。
ひひ。まあ、一番頑張ったのはお前だけどな。お前がお腹いっぱい食べてぐっすり眠ってくれないとおいらも安心できないぞ。それにしてもこの数日で街の復興もだいぶ進んだみたい。
Oh, the light changed.
ナヒーダの方がどうなってるのか気になるし、様子を見に行ってみようぜ。
Okay. Teleport. Much easier than running through this city. This one I find just confusing. Brian!
カサッチもいるな。
Kasatte.
旅人、タイモン。
何を話してたの？
僕の心と体を気遣ってくれていたのさ。
そのことなら旅人から聞いたぞ。おいらたちすっごく心配してたんだけど、大丈夫か？
It's also like, he went through this, and he went through the thing in Nordcry too, where he gave up his core and stuff. He's been through a lot recently.
そんな風に聞かれると、僕の具合がひどく悪いみたいじゃないか。実際は、君たちが思っているよりずっとマシだよ。ドットーレの意図さえつかめれば、奴がもたらす悪影響は減らせる。僕はこの手のことが得意だからね。
以前よりずっと前向きになったわね。バフマナ学院に入るよう勧めたのは正解だったみたい。あそこはやっぱりあなたに合っているのね。
Yeah, humanities person?
ほら、見てごらん。これがスメールの大きな特徴だ。何事も教育と学習に結びつけられる。
実は俺も君が前よりずっと良くなったって思ってたんだ。
ドットーレがあなたに放った言葉はマインドコントロールに近いものだったわ。幸いあなたはもうその状態から抜け出せたみたいだけれど。
A way to manipulate your mind. The Japanese said mind control. I just want to point that out. The Japanese said fully mind control.
この年になって、まだ成長できるとはね。
Everyone grows for as long as they are alive. That's not a It's just not necessarily physically anymore.
ある意味では成長が遅かったとも言えるわね。私に言わせれば、それは単に言い方の問題であって、
You
何
can't
を
stay.
基準に測るかによるわ。
No matter how much you might try sometimes, you can never stay the same anyway. Throughout your life, you are bound to change. It's just, you're never the same person.
人形としてなら、その年齢でもおかしくはないでしょう。でも、成長が遅いという言い方を選ぶのであれば、それはあなたが自分を人間として見ているってことになるんじゃないかしら。
Yeah, considering himself human would be nice. That being said, like, the changes don't have to be huge, and it doesn't mean you're an entirely different person. But I just mean, like, day-to-day things changes slowly, and, like, let us grow, hopefully, anyway, throughout our days.
とにかくよかったね。
まあいい。何でもいいさ。とりあえず、君たちの言いたいことは分かったよ。
これからどうするの？
どうするって？まずは今の過程を終わらせて、それから考えるさ。さて、雑談はこのくらいにしよう。町にはまだ手伝いが必要だからね。ちょっと行ってくるよ。
Okay. See you again, Brian.
カサッチの調子、思ってたよりいいみたいでよかったぜ。でも、ナヒーダ、お前はもう大丈夫なのか？汚染された世界樹は炎の神の心によって燃やされ、7日7晩火が消えることはなかったわ。世界樹はもう地表より下の部分しか残っていない状態よ。
The flames blazed for 7 days and 7 nights seems very symbolic, doesn't it? Who's left but the parts underground? So the roots?
今はアールが元々の世界樹の責務を担っているの。事態を迅速に収集できたおかげで、テイワットの重要な情報の多くは保存できたわ。
Good.
ナヒー
I
ダは
guess.
世界樹の影響を大きく受けるんだよね。それがなくなって大丈夫なの？
Will it grow up again?
その点については安心してちょうだい。ニコさんが尋常ならざる力で私と世界樹のつながりを切り離し、アールに移してくれたから。
Severed and transported the other. So it went from like a tree, an organic thing, to a man-made thing.
天の使いってそんなこともできるのか？
Ten? No? Not Tenshi?
ええ、それこそが天の使いたちの偉大なところね。家臣ナブマリカッタもかつて常人では成し得ないことを行ったそうよ。私から見れば彼女がその後に成し遂げた数々の出来事も常人には手の届かない境地にあるわ。彼女たちは
つまり
Oops, sorry.
今のナヒーダの状態はひとまず安定してるっていうこと？
ええ、アールが新しい世界樹となり、私の存在のスメールの知恵が
Did not mean to do that.
このような統一された形に集約されるなんて運命と言うべきかしら、それとも偶然かしら。
Who knows?
何はともあれ、お前が無事でよかったぜ。
I wonder what kind of effect that's going to have moving forward.
宗神様、ああ、よかった。旅人とパイモンも一緒だったんだね。
Like, are people no longer bound by their fate to the same extent, or
ひどい慌てようね。どうしたのかしら。
はい、ご報告しなければならないことがあります。先ほどスネージナヤ側から手紙が届いたのです。
a message from Snezhnaya? Nafis hands a letter to Nahida, who reads it.
ファディ執行官、オンドリからの慰労の手紙ね。美ジレイクが並べられているわ。
The rooster.
彼の言い分によれば、先日のナドクライの動乱によって、ドットーレはすでに内部で弾劾処分を受けているとのことよ。彼の狂気じみた行動は、あくまで個人のものであり、スネージナヤパレスの意向とは結びつけるべきではないと書いてあるわ。
Snezhnaya Palace in Japanese. Sapi Poliarny Palace in English.
やはりそうか。予想通りです。
ドットーレを阻止するために、スネージナヤ側も重い代償を払い、一人の執行官が命を落とした。
このビナ？
手紙にはこうも書いてあるわ。スネージナヤも責任を痛感しており、今後はスネージナヤの法律に従ってドットーレの元部下たちを処罰し、今回の騒動に関与した者の責任を追及すると。
I mean, I guess that's good.
そしてスネージナヤからの援助金と物資も今輸送中で、それでスメールの復興を支援したいと考えているとのことよ。
自分たちに都合のいいことばっかり書いてるぞ。
確かにそうだが、この言い回しは外交の場で非常に有効だ。道理の面でも人道の面でも全く隙がない。
Legally what both in logic and sentiment.
今回の最悪がスメールに与えた影響は甚大よ。たくさんのことを私は心に刻んでおくわ。
I mean, at least they're getting some help, right?
ドットーレの件については、ひとまず決着がついたと言えるでしょう。スネージナヤとはいつかまた関わる時が来るでしょうから、彼らには果たすべき責任を自覚して、一線を越えないでもらいたいものね。
You're sure to cross paths again. Is that the Fadui path or the daughter?
世界樹が燃やされ、
Because it goes against what you said
さらなる
before.
可能性が生まれたわ。私はそれを見守っていき
Yeah! With enemies all burned, the flow of fate now carries many more possibilities.
こんな
Heck
話
yeah.
はもうやめましょう。雑務が片付いたら一緒にお食事をしませんか。みんなもお祝いをしたくて、宗神様がいらっしゃるのを心待ちにしているんです。
ええ。トニアザードやセノ、ハイパシアたちもそう言っていたわ。もし人が多すぎるようなら、2回に分けてもいいわね。
Back to back feast, so everyone can participate is super cute.
それは何よりです。では、メニューは何にしましょうか。
Just like, the people who live in this area will come during this time, or like this day, and then the one in people in that area will come during this time, and like, just like,
まさか
fixing it together.
またトマトじゃないでしょうね。
Tomatoes!
またとは。
あなたの2人の親友はいつもトマトの話をしているでしょ。街を歩いていると彼らが畑のそばで言い争っているのが聞こえてくることもあるわ。よく会っているあなたならもっと聞いているんじゃないかしら。トマト、この言葉には不思議な魔力があるわね。まるで風に舞う秋の打獣の毛が時々鼻先にまとわりついて離れないかのように。
トマトで作る料理となると、もういや、どうしてトマト縛りで考えているんだ私は。
ゆっくり考えて大丈夫よ。私と旅人パイモンは行くところがあるから、その用事が終わるまでたっぷり時間はあるわ。
ナタに行くのですね。今回はご自身の体で会いに行かれるわけですし。え
え、でも必要なことよ。私は行かなくてはいけないわ。
Yeah, I get that, because she didn't go in person last time.
旅人、タイモン、準備ができたら出発しましょう。いいかしら。
いつでもいいよ。
おいらもだ。ついでに食べ物も買っていこうぜ。一緒に遠出する旅行ってことでな。
ええ、とても楽しみね。
Sounds pretty good.
ナタは本当に賑やかね。
We're actually going to Natlan.
すっ
I don't know. I feel like I'm not used to seeing an actual, like, archon in a country that is not their own.
見ていてわかるわ。あちこちで体を動かしている人がいて、とても健康的ね。
よく来たな。歓迎しよう。お腹は空いていないだろうか。何か食べ物を。
いやいや、大丈夫だぞ。ここに来るまでずっと食べてたからな。
Paimon saying no to food. What?
しゃぶりサブスシチュー、バターチキン、パティサラプリン。
おっと、料理の名前を挙げるのはそこまでにしてくれ。聞いているだけでお腹が空いてきてしまう。
Same. I need food soon.
それなら、後で食事の時間を取りましょう。そうすれば、みんなお腹が空いている時に一緒に食べられるわ。
じゃあどこか座れる場所を探そう。実のところ、君たちが何のために来たかはなんとなく察しがついている。
マービカはそれを何だと思っているのかしら。
感謝を伝えるためだろ。
Yes.
でも感謝だけじゃなくて謝りたいこともあるんだ。
We also want to apologize.
炎の神の心が消えたことか。それならもう気づいている。
世界中の残骸の中をくまなく探したけれど、炎の神の心はどうしても見つからなかったの。灰になった痕跡すらなかったわ。
Interesting. Okay, wait. So, because we think that, like the Snezhnayan Archon is collecting all of them. Did she somehow get it while no one was watching? Or because Mavika said she could tell it was gone? Is it really gone?
それは異様だな。だが、世界中の消失がもたらす潜在的な影響は大きい。炎の神の心が消えたことも、ある種の運命の延長線上にあるのかもしれない。そのことを負い目に感じないでくれ。君が譲ってほしいと言ったとき、私もうなずいただろ。
感謝という言葉はとても面白いわ。私たちはよく些細なことでお礼を言うけれど、言い表せないほど大きな行為を前にした時もやはり同じ言葉を使うのだから。語彙が乏しいわけではなく、本当に気持ちを伝えたい時、言葉はシンプルで純粋な方がより深く響くのでしょうね。
Might be.
ああ、ナタの人々もよくシンプルな言葉を口にする。仲間、友情、協力。洗練された言い回しではないが、そこに込められた思いは本物だ。
それはとてもいいことよ。そして知恵もまた往々にして心の中に隠されているものなの。
世界樹が消失したというのに、君の調子が悪くなさそうで安心したよ。
処理しないといけないことはまだまだたくさんあるけれど、そういう細かい仕事に取り掛かる前にマービカと話しておきたいと思ったの。
お礼を言うのはもちろんだけど、マービカに会うのってなんだか日向ぼっこしてるみたいな気分になれるんだ。
とても可愛らしい表現だな。気に入った。
I wonder if this means that she's weaker now too.
あまり重苦しい面会は好きではない。もし他に用がなければ一緒に日向ぼっこでもしないか。今日は格別の快晴だ。いいな。
おいらちょっと横になるぞ。
Do you do that floating though, Paimon? No, she's not.
じゃあ俺も次の目的地へ向かう前に少し横になろうかな。
次はどこへ？
モンド。
Where it all started.
コレイたちと一緒にモンドへ行く約束をしてるんだ。
ずっと前からコレイの体に残っている魔人の残滓は 家臣に由来するものだと薄々感じていたわ。でも私はこの秘密を心に秘め、誰にも言わないでいたの。
Her hair looked kind of fun. I don't think it's supposed to be in that direction. Also, why did she keep the secret?
今のコレイに害を与えていないし、ただそこにあるだけ。それに私は彼女から渇望を感じたから。普通の人生への渇望、そしてようやく手に入れた今の幸せへの渇望。そんな彼女を前にして、私には秘密を守る責任があると思ったの。
That's actually really nice.
今の彼女ならこの問題と向き合えるはずだ。
人と人が出会えば温かな可能性が生まれるものだ。例えば子供は皆いずれ大人になるが、特定の誰かの前では子供のままでいられるようにな。
We still have the child, our child selves within us, but that doesn't mean we are children.
それならナヒーダもオイラの中じゃ時々子供みたいに見えるぞ。
Yes.
子供なら子供の友達も子供になるわね。
Yeah.
それも悪くないよな。もう少ししたら
We need more to be more like kids sometimes, I think, in life. Be more playful.
スクロース、この手紙が届く頃、私はまだ忙しくしてると思う。でもそれはいいことで忙しいんだ。だって今の私はもう見習いじゃなくて正式なレンジャーになったから。すごくかっこいいだろ。セノさんも正式って響きの方が見習いより強そうだって言ってた。でもすぐに前も悪くなかったって付け加えてくれたけどな。
You weren't bad to start with.
知ってるかもしれないけど、スメールで大変なことがあった。けど心配しないでくれ。もう全部解決したから。近いうちにモンドに行くから、時間があったら会わないか？私の他にも何人か一緒で、スクロースも見覚えのある顔ぶれだ。前に私たちが集まったのは、いつかのウィンドブルーム祭だったよな。
Yeah. Is it gonna become an actual wind bloom, like a summer thing this year? I don't know. I don't know. 2 days later, by the gates of Mondo.
ティナリ、あれは。
また先に言わせてもらうよ。大マハマシンでしょ。大マハマトラ。
In Japanese, he said like, wait, let me say it first.
これが時の流れか。まさかこうして先回りするようになるとは。変わったな、ティナリ。
師匠、ダジャレへの嗅覚が鋭くなったみたいだ。
これ、まさに俺もそれを言おうとしていた。
He's like, oh no.
二人とも頼むから。
We came from
Natlan, I guess.
少し待たせちゃったかな。
コレイ、スクロース、久しぶり。元気だったか？
うん、元気にしてたよ。コレイは仕事は一段落したの？
まあ、大体な。そうそう、もらったジューサー、すごく使いやすかった。ファルザン先輩も気に入ってたよ。
本当？よかった。もっと詳しい使用レポートはある？どんな果物を使ったの？完成品の質はどうだった？
スクロース、もう少し落ち着いて聞いた方がいいよ。
アルベド、お前もいたんだな。
久しぶりだね。
Not that surprising.
みんな。今回も前回と同じ感じで進めるのはどうかな。
友よ、お前は決して期待を裏切らないな。
それじゃあ今回の設定は？
Identity?
思い出させないでくれ。
Did they pretend to be someone else also?
ああ、
Can't remember that.
今回の設定は正式レンジャーコレイとその仲間たちだ。
なんだか心がほっこりするのを売りにした物語みたいだね。
俺たちはほっこりが売りだろ。召喚王にもそんな名シーンがあった。
ほっこりだけじゃなくてかっこよさも私たちの見どころから外せないな。うん、絶対に。
But like, wasn't that a part of his other timeline that he was into those? Did that stay? Why? You, Colleen, and the others meet with the Knights of Favonius after exchanging warm somethings.
もう着いたの？今ドドコの毛並みを整えているところだから少し待っていてくれるかしら。
待ってくれるかしら。
毛並みを？ドドコも定期的に整えなきゃいけないのか？
I'm gonna see what they've asked. After exchanging warm greetings, they head to the library where you run into Nick. Oh, okay.
自分の好きなものはちゃんとお手入れしてあげないとね。私よく身内のためにこういう細々としたことを引き受けているの。だって私は天の使いでしょ。天の使いはある意味テイワットのガーディアンみたいなものだからね。
天の使い。I need to look at the kanji used there, but it could be heaven, like heavenly maiden, maybe?
おお、なるほど。なんだかすごそうだな。
何をメモしてるの？
かっこいいセリフをメモしているんだ。
カードの裏面のデザインに刻んでおこう。
それだ。
やっぱり私のセリフは最高でしょ。
She's a writer.
ニコさん、コレイ少し緊張しているみたいね。考えてたんだ。ニコさんが言ってた願いを叶える必要がある人って誰なんだろうって。
願い？
Oh, it just stopped at wish?
友達の願いを叶えるために全部終わったらモンドで会おうって言われたんだ。それには私の力が必要らしくって。
それは初耳だな。俺たちが知っているのはお前たちがモンドで会う約束をしていることだけだった。魔人の残滓と関係があるんじゃないかと推測はしていたが。
ええ、私が言ったことはすべて本当よ。それにその友達はもう私たちを待っているわ。
Is it Alice?
さあ、彼女に会いに行きましょう。
Barbaros? Whatever her name was? Is it Venti? I think this should be the last part, but yes.
驚いたか？
Lilipar!
離れた国の美しい大樹の下で私のような女に会うとは思わなかったろう。
I don't like her.
ジンニーのいる場所にはオアシスが生まれるという言葉はモンドでは通用しないようだ。ここはも
リルパール？
Sorry.
どうしてお前がここにいるんだ？
ニコと友達になってな。彼女にお願いしてここへ連れてきてもらったのだ。そしてコレイを呼んでもらった。
Nicole, I thought you had better taste than being friends with a racist.
さて、物語の前置きになるが、私にはある願いがある。それは何百年、何千年もの間、心の中で渦巻いていたものだ。まさか。
家臣様に関係あることか。
かわいいお嬢さん。女主人はこの世に残した最後の痕跡をあなたに託した。
That would be sad.
そしてあなたを見て、 その心を覗き込ませてもらった。苦難を経験し、挫折に耐えてきたようだな。常人が味わう3倍もの苦痛がその身に降りかかり、あなたを強くした。
Clay.
だが私は、その背後にあるささやかな願いも見た。あなたはただ、本来あるべき平凡な人生を取り戻したいのだろう？
うん。私自身のものじゃないすべてを切り離し。
ではと、
Understandable. Oops, sorry.
何をもって自分自身のものとする？他人に刻まれた傷跡も、他人から与えられた愛や優しさも、あなたの一部ではないのか？
That's a good point.
そうだな。ニコさんともその話をしたけど、その時自分の中の基準を見直すようにって教えてくれた。私は普通の人間として生きたいだけなんだ。それ以上のものはいらない。
家臣の残骸から何かを得たいとは思わないのか？
家臣様は私に啓示を与えてくれた。それでもう十分だと思ってる。
That's true. She helped you protect everyone.
以前のあなたなら、それほど豊かな心を持つことはなかっただろう。束の間の生活が良きものを与え、優しさを見出すことを教えたのだな。
So sweet.
ああ、実に興味深い。あなたはナブマリカッタとはまるで違う。私の女主人ではない。
I don't mean Lillipar is necessarily sweet, I mean Clay.
それは当然だ。私はそんな偉大な存在じゃないからな。
そして私はジンニー。私たちは花の女主人のために存在し、あの方を敬い、愛している。私の願いは、もう一度あの方に会い、あの方のために全てを捧げることだ。
Okay.
私の願いを叶えてくれないか？
I don't know how she would do that.
でも、この残滓はそう簡単に取り出せるものじゃないだろう。そんなことして、お前は大丈夫なのか？
それは二の次だ。まずは答えてほしい。この孤独で哀れな流浪の女の魂のために。
流浪？
何かしてくれる気はあるだろうか？
もちろん。
だがあなたは私のことを全く知らないだろう？物語を紐解いても、かつて数々の悪行を犯し、当然の報いを受けた悪女だということがわかるくらいだ。
Yeah, you are racist. Or were. Hopefully that's gone away. If you learn to not be a racist, that's good. Otherwise, I don't think I can be friends with this
あ
person.
なたは
Jin.
自分の唇やまぶたが震えていることに気づいていながらも、それでも私のために動こうとしてくれている。運命はあなたに冷酷だったというのに、優しさを学べたのだな。
You've learned to be kind.
かわいいお嬢さん。私もその優しさに報いるべきだろ
う。リルパール、本当にそれでいいの？
もう一度女主人に会いたいのだ。その一瞬のためなら、世界が灰になろうと、宇宙が燃え尽きようと、他のことなどどうでもいい。
You should be grateful to Kalei, who has even given you the chance for this, though.
そしてこれ、あなたにささやかな贈り物をしよう。それで平凡な人になれる。
平凡。
リルパール、お前はどうなるんだ？
私の願いは満たされ、幸福のうちに死ぬ。
そんな。
長く果てしない命は持たざる者には羨まれ、得た者には苦しみとなる。私の亡骸は黄砂のあちこちに散っていて、この魂が安らぎを得るのは難しいことだ。
Yeah, that's understandable.
私の願いを叶えてくれるのなら、それらを私に渡してくれ。死にゆく者を死なせ、亡き者に安息を。
Live and let die, right?
感謝するばかりだ。
これいい。気負わなくていいわ。彼女の言っていることは全て事実よ。願いとは本来真実の渇望から生まれるものなのだから。
それじゃまるでリルパールが残りの命を使って私にいい未来を残してくれるみたいだ。
そうではない。私たちは互いの未来を使って互いの願いを叶えるだけ。これは崇高なことで、女性同士の美しくもひそやかな取引だ。
Yeah, I don't think she's doing it just for her sake, so.
わかった。それじゃリルパール、お願い。
目を閉じ、そして魂を解放してくれ。これ、そこから我が主を抱きしめよう。降りしきる花の豪雨こそがあなたの御手。まるで最初に戻るかのように、私はただ我が主の恩寵にひれ伏しましょう。
I wonder if this is a good thing though.
人はよく忠誠とは美しくも苦痛を伴うものだというが、それは愚かな考えだ。私にとって忠誠とは苦痛のない美しく純粋なもの。忠誠、ありがとう。
Oh, it went empty. At least it didn't fall and crash. It went slowly down. Like, wouldn't that be kind of a harsh way?
彼女は花の祝福とともに去ったんだ。
これいい？大丈夫かしら？
大丈夫。それに残滓が取り除かれて気づいたけど。
What did you notice?
私はこれまでの私と何も変わらない。
Which isn't that funny. She's like, there's no difference. I'm still me. There was no influence.
その残滓は今のコレイに害を与えていないし、ただそこにあるだけ。それに私は彼女から渇望を感じたから。
We heard this.
コレイが望んでいたものはもう彼女の元を訪れていたんだ。
Good.
すごく
She deserves
元気
it.
だし、なんだか体も軽い。だから心配しないでくれ。
なら私の願いも叶ったわね。
平凡になることか？
あら、それは私の願いの一つに過ぎないわ。
I don't think that was it.
実は他にもいくつかあるの。例えば出会った人々を守り、その人たちを幸せにするとかね。
じゃあ私とリルパールを合わせてもう2回も願いが叶ったことになるな。私たち2人を守ってくれた。
ええ、私もとても嬉しいわ。
この件もこれでおしまいだ。
この後はどうする？町に戻ったらまず何がしたい？
私
Food.
コレイ、アンバーさんを連れてきたよ。
Nice.
ちょっとコレイ、なんか内緒の集まりをやってるって聞いたんだけど、どうして私抜きで始めちゃったの？
Oh. She wanted to join.
あ、違うんだ。ただ友達を見送ってただけで。
本当？それって誰？
昔の私だよ。
そうだったんだ。だからモンドに戻ってきたんだね。昔のコレイを知ってる私たちならそれを確かめられるから。
ああ、昔の私はもういない。 空に向かって息を吹きかけたらピンク色の雲になってそっと浮かんで消えていった。
Why a pink cloud?
もしかした
So
ら
specific.
空の上では試験管やフラスコを持った友達や弓を持った友達が彼女を待ってるかもね。
Test tubes. I was like, oh no, what? But no, she's just referring to herself. Cause like, Kool-Aid does science. I thought she was making a very dark reference to her past.
もしそうなら悪くないな。
ニコさんはどう思う？
そうね。きっと少なくとも私に選ばせてくれるならそういう展開の方が好きよ。
スクロース、私もうとっくに子供じゃないけど、この短い日々の中でまた少し大人になれたみたいだ。強くなスクロースみたいな不思議な子なら、
Sorry.
こんな友達のことを面白いと思ってくれるかな。植物みたいにいつも生き生きと成長し続ける私のことを。過去の私にお別れを言いに行くつもりだ。これが終わったらきっと彼女はいなくなる。そう考えるとなんだか少し寂しさもあるよ。まさかずっと付き添ってくれた臆病な私がいなくなる日が来るなんてな。
This quest started with her and it ends with her. It's kind of nice.
でも心のどこかで震えるほど喜びを感じてるんだ。
Nice.
ずっと前から私は
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to leave it here then and go get myself some food. Thanks so much for hanging out today, and